So cranial work is about, you have bodies that are like this, and massage and stuff dig into the body. Cranial work is taking the body, finding the rhythm. Again, we talked about contraction, unwinding, neutrality, positive, negative, neutrality. Well, cranial work is unwinding. Well, to me, the reason I didn't pursue osteopathy and cranial work is, to me, you can get lost in the unwinding. The unwinding is only appropriate or necessary until the thing unwinds, at which point it drops into stillpoint. And I learned this from yogis. I learned this in India. I learned this from people. Every great tradition and teacher understands, and they call it different names. The voice, the silence, they call it stillpoint. They call it. They have different names: samadhi, nirvana, the breathless state. For when you reach that state, whoosh, where you're now stable in neutrality. So again, unwinding things is the rhythm, and then we hold the space of stillpoint. All right. By the way, you can also work on the thing we were just working on, the sacrum from the front. In fact, if you never have, I suggest right below the belly button is the pubic bone. And the pubic bone and the sacrum work hand in hand together. I just can't say enough about the pubic bone. The pubic bone is a powerful gem of a place to work on the human body. Nobody wants to talk about it in the U.S. It's like taboo, No, you can't talk about it. I talk about it because that pubic bone is probably the most repressed area in the human body on planet Earth right now. Everyone thinks it's important to be up here, yet they don't realize that at the bottom of the body is the biggest nerve plexus in the body by far. It's a huge nerve bundle at the base. In many traditions, they call it the tree of life, and this is the root. So you got to make sure that root is relaxed and unwound, or else people have bowel problems, they have constipation, they have urinary tract problems, that's why people get older. This area is in such a state of atrophy that people have all sorts of problems, prostate problems, urinary tract problems. It's so important to unwind the sacrum and the pubic bone. It's like a clamshell. If one side is unwound and the other one's tight, guess what? It's all this stuff, the pelvic floor. We're going to cover this in much greater depth than with the probes at the upcoming Vermont retreat. The pelvic floor in here, and then on top of that you have the colon, you have the elimination system, you have the reproductive system, then the organs stack up. Good health is based on understanding how to invite areas to, if there's stress, if there's tension, cell memory, to shift, to dissolve, contraction, unwind, neutrality. By the way, that's the same principle. The scalar wave, positive, negative, when they come together, neutrality. It's the same thing as the medical symbol. Positive, negative, they come together, staff in the center, neutrality, gland, frontal lobe, right, left brain, right frontal lobe. That symbol is a symbol, positive, negative, neutrality. Scalar, that's what scalar is. That's what stillpoint is. Breath, in, out, neutrality. Everyone take a nice big breath, drop into stillpoint.